Serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world, this is the Show Me Sports Network. The following is an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and is a high-fidelity, all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright by the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.
It's time for Jefferson City Renegades Baseball on the Show Me Sports Network. Renegades pregame show on the exclusive home for Renegades Baseball. The Show Me Sports Network will recap last game's highlights, set the stage for first pitch, and even get the thoughts of the head coach during the pregame show. All while we get set to bring you the exciting play-by-play action of your Jefferson City Renegades. The best pregame coverage in the Mink League is on the air as Blake Gazaway and Grayson Smith are ready in the broadcast booth. Exclusive pregame coverage of Jefferson City Renegades Baseball is brought to you by Centurion Communications, Batteries Plus Bulbs, Avon with Michelle Carty, Storm Pro Contractors, Mossy Oak Properties, Law Office of Russ Swanigan, River Oak Christian Academy, Kathy Rush Remax Realty, Eddie Gaydell Society, Joe Mockins Ford, Riley Automotive, Southwest Dental, Canterbury Hill Winery, The Dugout Sports Cards, Edward Jones, Central Bank, Farmers Insurance, Animal Medical Center, Downtown Chiropractic Clinic, Jefferson Bank, BE Renewed LLC, Poncheros, State Tech College of Missouri, MFA, and Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Jefferson City Renegades Baseball on the Renegades Radio Network. Now, here's the voice of the Show Me Sports Network and the Jefferson City Renegades Radio Network, Blake Gazaway.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone. Blake Gazaway here with you. Yes, I should say good afternoon. Blake Gazaway here with you. As not used to these doubleheader games, so we're going to see two doubleheaders back-to-back fashion as we are coming to you from the Clarinda Municipal Stadium here in Clarinda, Iowa, in Eberly Field, as your Jefferson City Renegades getting ready to take on the Clarinda A's in two 7-inning contests here in this doubleheader. As just checked the weather a little bit ago, and it looks like we may, that's a big may, but we may be able to work around the storms that have been in the area, greeted us this morning as we headed out of town, and will be with us part of the way on the drive up here, and hopefully we'll find a break in between the storms that are moving in to get these two 7-inning contests underway, as head coaches will be meeting at home plate with the umpire crew. And part of what makes this a bad opportunity for the rain, too, is that this is the furthest, this road trip today and tomorrow, the furthest that we will go. So any other time, you just schedule double headers next time you face the team, but this is the only trip that we take up here to Clarinda. Tomorrow, we'll still be on the road. We'll be going to Des Moines to take on the Des Moines Peak Prospects. So that game, doubleheader action tomorrow as well. Again, first pitch coming about 5 o'clock for game one. First pitch of second game will be around 7:30. And that will be tomorrow, same schedule for today, except just different town, different teams. So that's kind of how we're setting things up. However, there's room up here in the press box, so we hope that it doesn't rain. But if it does, I think we'll be A-OK. So field looks great here. It's definitely an interesting makeup. If I had to envision a field in Iowa, this is exactly what I would dream up, as there's corn out behind right field. There's a John Deere Implement Center over a little ways behind the first base dugout, which is where the Renegades will be. Then there's a stockyard behind us. Also, looks like a little fairgrounds pavilion as well. That's behind the third base dugout. So it's a typical Iowa baseball field, but it looks great. The team has done a great job getting it ready for today's doubleheader action. Taking a look throughout the Mink League, as we will have several games on tap tonight. Of course, our doubleheader The St. Joseph Mustangs, they'll be hosting the Nevada Griffins, that at Phil Welch Stadium. And the Chillicothe Mudcats hosting the Joplin Outlaws. That one will be... Actually, that shows that was postponed. So that one will be made up and on the 19th of July. So it would have been the Chillicothe Mudcats hosting the Joplin Outlaws, but that one postponed until July 19th. That's set for an 8:30 first pitch, so they will have a doubleheader there that evening. Taking a look at the standings for the Mink League. Well, in the North Division, it's pretty much all Clarinda as they sit with a record of 18-3 on the season. However, in Mink League action, they're 13-2. One of those two losses did come at the hands of the Renegades as the A's came to town several days ago. They own the top spot there. They're riding a 9-game win streak. For the St. Joseph Mustangs, they sit in second place. They're 7-6. They're a full 5 games back. They're riding a 1-game losing streak. And then the Chillicothe Mudcats, they are 8.5 games back. Their record at 4-10. And then a full 9 games back will be the Des Moines Peak Prospects. They sit at 4-11. So taking a look at the South Division, as we said, it's a much tighter race in the South Division as the top spot claimed by the Joplin Outlaws and the Sedalia Bombers. Joplin sits at a record of 9-6. The Sedalia Bombers sit at 10-7. So based on their schedule matchups, they both claim the top spot right now. 2.5 games back are your Renegades at 7-9, and the Nevada Griffins are 3 games back. So they're just on the heels of the Renegades as the Griffins sit at 8-11 on the season. So we'll get the starting lineups here. So they'll lead off with center fielder Mason Manners. Batting second will be shortstop Travis Welker. Batting third at third base this evening will be Trevor Andrews. Batting fourth will be Taylon Mullins-Ohm. Batting fifth, that will be right fielder Patrick McGinn. Batting sixth at first base will be Ryan David. Batting seventh and catching, Ryan Gamboa. Batting eighth, playing second base, Najee Guthrie. And playing left field, batting ninth, Isaiah Marquez. And their pitcher tonight will be Chris Paruleski. So we're going to have the playing of the national anthem here. We'll pause and be right back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie!
As a former veteran, for 2 years I tried to get my disability and nothing worked. Then I called Wes Swinigan, and he got the results that I really needed.
I hear stories like this all the time where people are overwhelmed with the system. As a former Social Security attorney, I will help you get the benefits that you deserve.
Russ Swanigan lives and works in mid-Missouri, and he's here to help you.
The help you deserve for the benefits you've earned. The law offices of Russ Swanigan.
Attention class of 2021. It's time to think about your future. It's time for you to take action. It's time to apply to State Tech. But you better hurry because space is filling up fast. In fact, more than 85% of our seats will be filled by March. So don't delay and find out firsthand why State Tech is ranked the best college in the country for the second year in a row. And we are proud to be known as the employer's choice. Apply today at statetechmo.edu.
Clarinda, as we said, they sit at a record of 13-2 for the Jefferson City Renegades. They sit at 7-9 on the season. They'll have a designated hitter today for game one will be Caden Deal. He'll lead off the first spot for the Renegades. Batting second, center fielder Tommy Reether. Batting third, first baseman Carter Mize. Batting fourth, catching tonight, Hamilton Anderson. Batting fifth, right fielder David Dale. Batting sixth, left fielder Brady Voss. Batting seventh, playing shortstop will be Joseph Keelholz. Batting eighth, playing third base Dawson Schumann. And batting ninth will be Ben Burton. He will be playing second base. And on the mound will be Jacob Davis for the Renegades. As we said, they sit at 7-9 on the season. It is a muggy afternoon here. Chance of rain. It's 86 degrees, but feels like 93 here at the ballpark at Clarinda. The A's wearing their white jerseys with the off-white and blue numerals with the red base color and their red trim down the pant leg. For the Renegades, they'll wear their navy blue tops and their white pants with the yellow numerals and the Renegades name across the chest. So we are just about ready. As Chris Paruleski on the mound, he is right-handed thrower. He sits at a record of 1-0. He has pitched in 6 games, a 2.29 ERA, 15 2/3 innings pitched. He's had 12 strikeouts, 6 walks, and he's given up 14 hits. So first pitch to him in there called strike one. So Deal will be down in the count. That pitch is going to be lined up the middle, fielded by the shortstop thrower to first. And that will be the first out and a 6-3 putout. Deal from O'Fallon, Missouri. He's 5'10", 170-pound left-handed batter, right-handed thrower, freshman in Northwest Missouri State. He gets the first out. Stepping in now will be center fielder Tommy Reether. He's from Washington, Missouri, 5'10", 195-pounder. Bats from the left-hand side of the plate. He throws right-handed to sophomore at Missouri S&T. First pitch in there called strike one. So he will be down in the count at 0-1. Next offering on its way. That one big cut and a miss there for strike two. 0-2 pitch on its way. That one in there for called strike three. Got him looking. And the first two have been retired. Now first baseman in Carter Mize, he steps in. Mize steps in. Second on the team, hitting a .333 clip. He's got a team tying 21 hits, including 5 doubles with 7 RBIs, 8 walks, 11 strikeouts. First pitch to him, big swing and a miss for strike one. So he will be down in the count at 0-1. That one's going to be chopped foul. We'll go down the first base line, so it will be no balls and 2 strikes. Mize will dig back in from the right-hand side of the plate. Sorry, left-hand side. Just looking at the wrong thing here. Pitch in there called strike three. He gets the backwards K, and 1, 2, 3 go the Renegades We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. Still scoreless. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Through the years, we've faced events that have challenged our lung health, and respiratory therapists saved lives through them all. We've come a long way since the iron lung, but respiratory therapy remains an essential piece to patient care. Heroically working on the front lines of COVID-19, respiratory therapists dedicate their lives to save yours. Essential to patient care, to our care. Take time to thank a respiratory therapist for saving lives every day.
Parents, catching kids being good is at the heart of every parenting strategy you'll find at boystown.org/parenting. We've got parenting guides, articles, videos, quick tips, and even live parent talks on Facebook with Boys Town experts. Visit boystown.org/praise to receive your 10 Ways to Praise magnet. It's a great reminder to catch them being good, and that great parenting advice is just a click.
We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. It's on the mound, Jacob Davis for the Renegades. Davis comes in with a record of 0-2. He has pitched in 4 games, has a 1.58 ERA. He has 17 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts, 5 walks, giving up 11 hits. That is his line for the contest today. Playing in game 1 of our doubleheader here. Leading off will be center fielder Mason Manners. So he will step in. He is a team leading batter. He's averaging a .442 clip. Has 19 hits and 43 at bats. He'll show bunt. And they'll say he went around, has missed that one, but we'll go down for strike 1. Beautiful day. It's a little hot, but beautiful day here at the ballpark. Next pitch from Davis in there for called strike 2. That one's going to be a chop to Keelholz at shortstop. He'll glove it, throw over to first. In time for the 6-3 putout. So that'll be out number 1. Stepping in now will be Travis Welker. He's the shortstop. Jacob Davis, a freshman at Missouri Southern, 6'6", 235-pounder. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. He draws the start for the Renegades today in game 1. Left-handed thrower, shows bunt, and that's fouled. So that'll put Welker at an even count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Davis will dig back in on the rubber. Welker will dig in the right-handed batter's box. Next offering, that one outside. I'll take the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Two 2-1 offering, forthcoming. That one inside, got him to pull the trigger on it. Could not connect, so that evens it at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next offering from Davis on its way. That one fouled off. We'll do it again. Hopefully you're enjoying today's broadcast. Game 1 of 2 in this doubleheader here on the Show Me Sports Network. 2-2 pitch on its way. That one a bit outside. That takes us even at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hopefully we can get game 1 in and let the storm pass. And then get game 2, and that one inside walked him. So Welker will be on first base after being issued a 1-out walk. Third baseman Trevor Andrews, he will step in. He's hitting a .262 on the season. He has 11 hits, including 3 doubles. Davis will check the runner at first. A pitch upstairs. Ball 1. Andrews, a right-handed batter, playing third base today. 1-0 pitch, that one upstairs. Ball 2. Runner on first base, that's Welker. 1 out here. Andrews digs back in. That one upstairs, ball 3. Davis having a little bit of control issues here as we play in the bottom of the first inning. Still scoreless, but have 1 out, a runner on first base. A pitch low, and back-to-back walks issued. Stepping in will be the designated hitter, Taylon Mullins-Ohm. He's hitting a .324, has 22 hits. That is a team-leading total for hits. 68 at-bats. He's played in almost every game this season for the A's. He's going to hit a ball into left field, and it's going to be caught. Couldn't tell if Voss caught it, but they say he did. So that is out number 2 as Voss catches it on the run. Right fielder Patrick McGinn. He will step in. He is batting a .213, left-handed batter. So McGinn has 2 outs, 2 runners on. Voss did a nice job of catching that just above the grass in left field. First offering to McGinn. Ball 1. So Davis will look in, get the sign he wants. Long look in, finally gets the sign. He's set, checks the runner at second. A pitch in there for called strike 1. It evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. A pitch swung on and missed. Takes the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Davis trying to get out of the inning after issuing 2 walks. One ball, 2 strikes, the count. Next offering from Davis, swing and a miss for strike 3, and that will end the inning. So he was able to work out of giving up those 2 walks in the inning. There were no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. After 1 inning to play, we're still scoreless. We're going to pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage from Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Wow, big things going on in the world lately. With so much confusion, it's easy to feel lost and overwhelmed. We all want to believe in something, and the most important cause of all is your amazing self. YourLifeYourVoice.org has answers and advice for teens who feel left out and are starting to doubt themselves. You have so much to offer. YourLifeYourVoice.org can help you find it.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Adopt U.S. Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
Jelly. Jelly adjective. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Yeah, the Renegades will lead off with 4, 5, and 6. That'll be Hamilton Anderson, the catcher. He first pitch swinging. Could not connect with it. Anderson from Columbia, Illinois, a 6'3", 200-pound left-handed batter, right-handed thrower, freshman at State Fair Community College. Next pitch to him, that one upstairs, evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. He was also named the Mink League Player of the Week. He's going to hit a hard-hit ball chopper to the first baseman. It'll go through his glove, and Anderson will have a leadoff single. So Anderson gets on base. Now stepping in, right fielder David Dell. Dell from Jefferson City, 6 foot, 170 pounds. Right-hander across the board, a freshman at Columbia College. So he'll step in with 1 on, nobody out. Anderson now having 22 hits. They'll throw over to first base, and he's going to get down safely. First pitch was upstairs the ball. We said Anderson has a team leading 22 hits, just 1 ahead of Mize at 21 hits. That one outside again. Della showed bunt twice, taking 2 pitches outside. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 on. That's Anderson on first base. Della show bunt again. He's going to bunt that a mile in the air, but it's going to drop into foul territory, so it'll be down in the count at 2 balls and 1 strike. As we play here at top of the second inning at Eberly Field. 340 down the left field line, 335 down the right field line. It's 395 in straightaway center field. Throw over to first base. Again, Anderson back safely. We said he was named the Mink League Player of the Week last week, as he had 19 at-bats, had 9 hits, 13 RBIs. That one low. That takes it to a 3-1 count. Had 3 doubles, 4 homers, and he was hitting a .474 average. 3-1 pitch, that one on its way. Bouncing ball is going to be gloved by the shortstop off throw, but it will get the lead runner. So Anderson will be out at second base. Now stepping in will be left fielder Brady Voss. Voss from Lake St. Louis, Missouri, 6 foot, 175-pounder, right-hander across the board, sophomore at Missouri S&T. First pitch to him downstairs, ball 1. So the 1-0 pitch on its way to Voss. That one upstairs for ball 2. Voss hitting a 143 so far this season, has 12 hit by pitches. That one caught the outside corner. That for called strike 1. So that'll take the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. One out here. Dell on first base. That one misses just outside. Take the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch on its way. That one downstairs, and it walked him. So Voss will be issued a free base. He's used to that. Just usually it comes with a bruise attached with a hit by pitch. So now runners on first and second with 1 out here. Joseph Keelholz, the shortstop, he steps in. Keelholz from Bonnets Mill, Missouri. He's 5'11", 195-pounder, left-handed batter, right-handed thrower, freshman in Northwest Missouri State. Keelholz hitting a .222. That one looked good, but dropped before it got to the strike zone, so it'll be a 1-0 count. So Keelholz will dig back in from the left-hand side of the plate. Now we'll have time called. One ball, no strikes count. Keelholz steps back in. 2 runners on, 1 out. That went inside at his ankles. That will make it 2 balls and no strikes. In the on-deck circle, Dawson Schumann. Keelholz digs back in. Heading the count, 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out here, 2 runners on. Next pitch, that one inside, almost hit him. That'll make it 3 balls and no strikes. Already 1 walk issued in this inning. Keelholz trying to make it a second one. That one caught the inside corner of the plate for called strike 1. So it'll be 3 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch on its way. And there's going to be a chopper hit to the second baseman. He'll glove throw over to second. Get the out there into first, but not in time. So we'll just be 1 out, but it does have a runner at third base now. So Dawson Schumann steps in. Schumann from Jefferson City, 6', 215-pounder. He's a right-hander, thrower, and batter. Freshman at Westminster. First offering to him, straight down central for called strike 1. Schumann down in the count at 0-1. 2 outs here. Runners on the corners at first and third. He's going to hit that off the end of the bat, and it's going out of play. Down the first base line. First baseman runs over, tries to get it, but cannot come down with it. So that will put Schumann down in the count at 0-2. As we've got runners again on the corners. Keelholz at first base. Anderson at third. So Schumann down in the count 0-2. Next offering. That one outside. Ball 1. Schumann looking for a pitch to hit here. Next one's on its way. That one called strike 3. And the inning is over. And the Renegades strand 2 on the base path. So still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the second inning. You're listening to exclusive coverage Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
It doesn't matter how you say it, as long as you say it often. Praise your child at least 4 times for every time you correct them, and you'll be on your way to raising a confident, caring kid. 4-to-1 Praise is just one of the many parenting tools from the experts at Boys Town. Visit boystown.org/praise to receive your 10 Ways to Praise magnet. It's a great reminder to keep it positive and that helpful parenting advice is just a click away.
Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, safely drive that automobile. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. Safely drive that automobile. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel.
Still scoreless. As first baseman Ryan David will step in. He'll be batters 6, 7, and 8. David steps in, right-handed batter. That one called strike 1. David hitting a 171 clip. Pitch just a bit outside. The next pitch is going to be hit high in the air to center field. That's going to be out number 1 as they fly out to center field with Tommy Reether. Catcher Ryan Gamboa will step in. And he's a right-handed batter. He's sitting 3rd on the team average with a .357. Has 20 hits. First pitch to him upstairs. Ball 1. Next one on its way. That one inside. Ball number 2. Davis was able to make short work of the first batter of the inning. Now he's down in the count at 2 balls and no strikes. That one misses inside, ball 3. So Gamboa will be ahead in the count at 3 balls and no strikes. 1 out here as we play in the bottom of the second inning. Game 1 of our doubleheader. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk. A 4-pitch walk issued in both innings that Davis has pitched in so far. So second baseman Najee Guthrie steps in. He'll show bunt, and he'll pop it high in the air. That's going to be too far for Hamilton Anderson to get to. That ends up clear back by the netting. Not sure what Anderson found. That might have been an ink pen out there on the field. Something's tossed into the dugout for the A's to dispose of. So no balls, 1 strike. 1 out here, runner on first base. That one called strike 2. Guthrie was frozen, took that all the way. That one hit him on the ankle. He had to dodge that and caught him on the ankle, so he's hit by pitch. Left fielder Isaiah Marquez steps in. Marquez hitting a .276 clip. He has 16 hits, 11 RBIs, has 17 strikeouts. So he's a right-handed batter. First one to him, called strike one. He bats here with 1 out, 2 on. That's at first and second. Gamboa at second base. Guthrie at first base. That one misses just barely. Almost got Marquez to go around on it. Wind picking up a little bit here at Clarinda Municipal Stadium, blowing right to left on your media center or on your Show Me Sports Network app. Pitch outside. Takes it to 2 balls, 1 strike. We just passed 5:30 here in Clarinda. Jeff City Renegades on the road, taking on the Clarinda A's. Blake Gazaway here with you on the Show Me Sports Network. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on here as we play in the bottom of the second inning. We'll have time called, so everybody will step off. This game 1 of a 2-game doubleheader. Both games set for 7 innings. That next offering, swing and a miss. That will take the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Davis again looking in. He'll get the sign he wants. He's set. His delivery's on its way. That one's going to be fouled back. That got up in on the hands. So they'll redo it. That fouled over the net, lands in the stands just to my left. So 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Next offering, swing and a miss for out number 2. Davis trying to work out of a walk and a hit my pitch here in this inning. So Mason Manners steps in, center fielder for today's game. He's 0 for 1, hit into a 6-3 putout in the first at bat of the game. Davis will check the runner at second. Check a second time. First offering. Bouncing ball, and that's going to get through and go into center field. And they're going to wave the runner home at third base, and the throw's going to come in and could not grab it. And Clarinda is going to take the 1-0 lead. Manners gets credit for an RBI. Now back to batter number 2 in the lineup, shortstop Travis Welker. He took a walk his first at bat. So runners will be in scoring position at second and third as Welker bats. The A's have a 1-0 lead. First offering from Davis. That one misses outside. Ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to count. Next offering. That one catches the outside part of the plate for called strike 1. Evens it at 1 ball and 1 strike. Welker, right-handed batter. He will dig back in. That one swung on and missed. So that'll make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Getting runners on second and third. The A's have already scored 1 in the inning. That one's downstairs. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Welker digs back in. Next pitch is going to be a chopper hit to Q, holds at shortstop. He'll glove, throw over to Mize in time for the 6-3 putout. And that will end the inning. However, the A's were able to score 1 run. They lead 1-0. We'll go to the top of the third inning. You're listening to exclusive coverage Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Set the bar high and just go for it. You are destined for greatness.
Is it my imagination? Or is everyone telling me I'm already the next big thing?
Find your perfect self and follow your dreams.
My dreams weren't going so well. For some reason, life was feeling dark and I couldn't snap out of it. All I needed was a little support and a few new ideas. YourLifeYourVoice.org helped me get my life back on track. I can take it from here.
I want to get back to kissing the cheeks of my grandbabies, making Sunday dinner with a house full of family and lots of laughs.
COVID-19 has changed how we live and how we feel. But now, there are vaccines. And they are the very first step that let us get back to what we miss most. It's okay to have questions.
Is it safe?
Should I wait? Now, get the facts. Visit getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision when vaccines are available to you. Brought to you by the ad.
Third inning. The A's able to plate 1 run in that bottom half of the second. They lead 1-0 here in our first game of 2. As we're set for 2 7-inning contests, we will lead off the inning with the number 9 1 and 2 hitter. Number 9 hitter, that's second baseman Ben Burton. Burton from Wellsville, Missouri, 5'10", 175-pound right-hander. Across the board, he's a freshman at Lindenwood. So he will dig in. First pitch to him, called strike 1 on the outside corner. Burton hitting a .222. That one downstairs evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. That one misses. Ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike. So we play here. In the top of the third inning, that one outside. That takes it to 3 balls and 1 strike. In the on-deck circle, designate hitter Caden Deal. That one called strike number 2. That takes us to a full count of 3 balls and 2 strikes. As Burton will dig back in again from the right-hand side of the plate. So his parents have made their way to the ball game. Full count payoff pitch, swung on, fouled it off. So we'll do it again. So payoff pitch will be forthcoming. He's going to foul that one off, so we'll do that again. That one fouled off above the Renegades dugout, headed towards the John Deere implement dealership. Aruleski on the mound still for the A's. Payoff pitch outside, walked him. So leadoff walk issued to Burton. Second walk issued of the game. Now top of the lineup again, designated hitter Caden Deal. He is 0 for 1, hit into a 6-3 put out. So he will step in on the left-hand side of the plate. First pitch to him, called strike 1. So he'll be down in the count at no balls and 1 strike. Next offering with Burton on first base. Show bunt, but pulls it back. Is that ball low? So I'll leave the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Burton again standing at first base. They'll throw over there. He's back safely. Burton only has one stolen base. The on-deck circle will be center fielder Tommy Reether. Swing and a miss. Strike number 2. Wind has died down here a little bit at Eberly Field here in Clarinda. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here as we play in the top of the 3rd inning. There's going to be a little number hit off the end of the bat to the center fielder. He'll track it down 2 steps to his left, and that will be out number 1. Stepping in now will be center fielder Tommy Reether. Tommy was a strikeout victim his first time at bat, so he's 0 for 1. Carter Mize will be on the on-deck circle. He also struck out his first time at the plate. First offering to Reether will have to wait as thrower to first base. Burton back safely. Reether opens his stance up a little bit. First pitch to him, called on the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Next one to him is going to be a bouncing ball hit to the first baseman. He'll glove, throw over to first, and back to, throw over to second, get the out. And they say it was a double play, a 3-6-3 double play. So that'll take us to the end of the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The A's leading 1-0. You're listening to exclusive coverage Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
It costs so little to teach a child to love, and so much to teach him to hate. These simple but profound words from our founder are at the core of each parenting strategy you'll find at boystown.org/parenting.
Teach me respect.
Teach me patience.
Teach me love.
Visit boystown.org/magnet to receive a Teach Love magnet as a reminder that the change we want to see in our world begins at home. And Boys Town is there to help along the way.
America's veterans have always stepped up and made great sacrifices. But with the COVID-19 crisis, many veterans are struggling to make ends meet or get the care they need. DAV has helped ill and injured veterans for 100 years, but today the need is greater than ever. You can help. Go to DAV.org to help provide critical support to veterans in need, or to learn more about DAV's free programs and services supporting veterans.
We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The A's leading 1-0. They have 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. Have left 4 on base. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base for the Renegades. They'll lead off with hitters 3, 4, and 5. Third baseman Trevor Andrews steps in. He will lead off. First pitch, he's going to foul that out of play. So he'll be down in the count at no balls and 1 strike. Andrews entering with a .262 average. He's going to Jacksonville State, a junior from Theodore, Alabama. That pitch outside. Evens it at 1 ball and 1 strike. He'll hit a slow chopper to keel holes at the shortstop position. He'll glove, long throw. Got him. Mize had to stretch out for it, but got the out in a 6-3 put out. Stepping in, designated hitter Taylon Mullins-Holm. He enters was hitting a .324 to start the game. Did have a fly out to left field. He will dig in. One out here. He'll show bunt, and he's going to foul it off. I think he didn't get too far from home plate. Lots of fluffy white clouds in the sky. Some blue skies off to the left here. My left, anyways. Next pitch. That one's going to be fouled straight back. Well, you can see the English on that. That puts him down at the count at 0-2. One out as we play in the bottom of the third. Renegades trail the A's 1-0. 0-2 offering. Called, strike 3. Hung the breaking ball in there, got him. Right fielder Patrick McGinn steps in. Again was a strikeout in his first at bat in the only at bat in the first inning. So next pitch on its way. That one upstairs, ball 1. Davis trying to look for a 1-2-3 inning. Has one strikeout in the inning already, looking for number 2. A pitch on the outside part of the plate. Evens the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. That one swung on, missed. So that takes us to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch. Missed inside. I'll take us to a count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Davis's next offering. And one downstairs. Again, takes it. 4-3. It's a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here as we play in the bottom of the third. Davis's payoff pitch on its way. That one in there for called strike 3. And back-to-back strikeouts in the inning. And the minimum faced here as we'll go to the top of the 4th inning. The A's leading 1-0. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Meet Norm. He lives with anxiety, but with the help of this latest innovation from Be Normal, he can be normal, just like everyone else. With the swipe of a finger, you can project happiness, confidence, machismo. Why settle for being real when you can be normal? The Normal Maker, new from Be Normal. This item doesn't really work because there's no such thing as normal. We're all different. What we like, how our brains work. In fact, 1 in 5 of us live with mental illness. Don't filter who you are. Start by talking to someone you trust. And remember, there is no normal.
As the COVID-19 vaccines become available, you may be asking yourself, should I get it? Will it help me get back to doing the things I love, like meeting friends or traveling? And can I do it without putting my family at risk? You've got questions, that's normal. So visit getvaccineanswers.org for the latest information on the COVID-19 vaccines. Getting back to the moments we miss starts with getting informed. It's up to you. A message brought to you by the Ad Council and the CDC.
We'll go to the top of the 4th inning as the Renegades trail the A's by a score of 1-0. We'll lead off with hitters 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to get into the heart of the lineup real quick like. As first baseman Carter Mize will step in. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He did enter today's game with a tying team-leading hit total at 21, was tied with Hamilton Anderson, so he would like to keep that streak going, try to give him a rally here. First pitch to him, inside, ball 1. So Mize will step back in. Left-handed batter. Hamilton Anderson in the on-deck circle. That pitch called strike 1. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And then due up will be right fielder David Dell. 1-1 pitch to Mize. Swing and a miss. He has a great looking swing, but couldn't find a baseball there. He'll tap the plate after he digs back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch on its way. That one inside, almost hit him. So that takes it to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So he leads off the 4th inning here. Swing and a miss for strike 3. He is out number 1. Now stepping in will be Hamilton Anderson. He reached safely in his first at bat. That first pitch to him called strike 1. And pitch called strike 2. So he's down in the count at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. He's pitched to Anderson. He's going to hit a little blooper, and that's going to fall into center field, and he will have another base hit. So he will be standing on first base. Right fielder David Dale will dig in. He hit into a 6-3 fielder's choice. So he will dig in. A pitch called strike 1. Thought it was low, but they called it strike 1. So 0-1 count to Dell. Has a runner on first base. 1 out. 1 pitch. He's going to hit it right up the middle. Second baseman will have it. Over to the shortstop. Throw over to first in the double play. And that will end the inning as Dell hits into a 4-6-3 double play. And that will end the inning. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still 1-0 A's. You're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades Baseball, here on the Show Me Sports Network.
COVID-19 has changed how we live and how we feel. But now there are vaccines, and they are the first step that lets us get back to the things we miss most, like spreading the word without spreading concern, girls tripping instead of solo sipping, and talking smack with a side of mac and cheese. It's okay to have questions about COVID-19 vaccines. Now, get the facts. Visit getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision when COVID-19 vaccines are available to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfies. Nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Davis still on the mound for the Renegades as the A's lead by a score of 1-0. Leading off will be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Will be first baseman Ryan David. He's 0 for 1, flew out to center field. First pitch. Downstairs, ball 1. Our game nearing an hour old here at Clarinda. 1-0 pitch. That one's going to be sliced foul. Way out of play. That will be 1 ball, 1 strike as that goes out over the first base line. 1-1 pitch on its way. That's going to be a high fly ball hit towards left field. Going over on it is Voss. He'll track it down, make the grab for out number 1. Stepping in will be catcher Ryan Gamboa. So he'll do a little landscaping as he's a right-handed batter. He will dig in. Davis's first offering to him. It's called ball. It'll be 1 ball, no strikes. That one in there for called strike 1. Nice movement on the pitch there from Davis. He'll look back in. Get the sign he wants. Next one on its way. That one fouled back for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Gamboa will adjust the batting gloves. Now he'll step back in. 1-2 pitch. That one's going to be sliced foul down the first base line. So we'll still stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. One out here. So we play bottom of the 4th inning. This game's set for 7 innings of regulation. They're going to say he did not go around. I will take it to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 count. Davis's next offering on its way. That one outside. That'll take us full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Davis's payoff pitch on its way. And that one's going to be fouled down the third base line. This is pitch number 8 at this at bat. Gamboa digs back in. That pitch inside walked him. Now stepping in second baseman, Najee Guthrie. He was hit by a pitch in his only at bat. He'll step in with 1 on and 1 out here as we play bottom of the 4th. First pitch called strike 1. Caught the inside part of the plate. That one's going to be fouled back. That will take it to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Davis's next offering on its way. That one's going to be ripped into left field, and that'll be a single. Gamboa will go to second base. Guthrie will be standing on first base. Stepping in now will be left fielder Isaiah Marquez. He struck out his only at bat so far. So Marquez 0 for 1 in the game. Runners on first and second. 1 out here. First pitch from Davis upstairs, called ball 1. One out here, 2 runners on. Marquez digs back in from the right-hand side of the plate. Davis's next offering. Say called strike one. That evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So we play here at Eberly Field, Clarinda Municipal Stadium in Clarinda, Iowa. 1-1 offering on its way. That one outside. Takes us to 2 balls, 1 strike. This game 1 of 2. Before we have another doubleheader tomorrow, that's against the Des Moines Peak Prospects. That's going to be a hard hit ball high in the air to right field. Coming over is Dell. He'll glove it. He'll throw over to third base, and it's going to be cut off. They'll have no play at second. I thought they were going to have a chance to have a play, but nobody on the bag there. So that'll be a sac fly as we'll go back to the top of the lineup. Mason Manners, the center fielder. He is 1 for 2. That hit he had was a double in the second inning. That was an RBI double, so that's why the A's have the lead. Runners in scoring position again. First pitch straight down the pipe for called strike 1. Manners hitting a team-leading .442 entering the game today. Swing and a miss. Strike number 2. Davis trying to get out of this inning here. 0-2 pitch. That one's going to be hit off the side of the bat. Schumann will glove, spin, throw to first, and they call him safe. And that'll be an RBI single for Manners on a slow roller hit to third base. And Clarinda has a 2-0 lead. It's a tough play, as that was a slow rolling ball to third base. And Schumann had to roll to his left and get it. Stepping in now will be shortstop Travis Welker. He's 0 for 1. First pitch called strike 1. Runner's going to go to second. They are going to throw down. High throw, but Burton gets it. They're going to throw back home, and that's going to be another run scored. Stolen base and a run at home. So it's now a 3-0 lead. The Clarinda A's lead 3-0. No balls, 1 strike. Runner on second base with 2 outs here. It's going to be a chopper. Davis gloves it. He'll throw it over to first base to get the 1-3 put out. But there were a couple of runs scored in the frame, and the A's now lead by a score of 3-0. We'll pause and go to the top of the 5th inning. You're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades Baseball, here on the Show Me Sports Network.
This is my husband, Alex Hussey. Alex is about 2 weeks away from coming home.
And I stopped on the bomb. Lost my legs and my left hand in an explosion.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there. With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small. DAV helps veterans and their families get the benefits they've earned.
Look at that smile! You did it!
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app.
We go to the top of the 5th inning. As the Renegades will send batters 6, 7, and 8 to the plate. Left fielder Brady Voss will step in. He drew a walk, his only at bat so far. He will lead off the inning. First pitch to him downstairs. Ball 1. Law steps back in. He'll foul that one out of play. I'll take it to 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out here. In the top of the 5th inning, the A's leading 3-0. That pitch misses downstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Voss will dig back in, the right-handed batter. That one misses upstairs. That takes it to 3 balls and 1 strike. So Voss trying to get on board again. He was issued a walk. So he will jog on down to first base. So he's had back-to-back walks issued. Now batting shortstop, Joseph Keelholz. Keelholz will dig in. So he's got Voss on first base. Nobody out. I'll throw over to first. Voss gets back. Keelholz entered today's game hitting a .222. He'll show bunt, and he's going to bunt it and caught. As he got too much underneath it, caught by the third baseman and Andrews, and that will be out number 1. Third baseman Dawson Schumann steps in. He's 0 for 1. Took a strikeout looking in the 2nd inning, his only at bat. So Schumann will try to move Voss around the base path. That one's fouled out of play down the first base line. So he'll be down in the count at 0-1. The count will be no balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. That one's way outside. I'll leave in the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner on first base. Time called. Keelholz will step out. Now he'll dig back in. He bats on the right-hand side of the plate. See a lot of lefties. That's pretty common here in the Mink League, but he bats on the right-hand side of the plate. 1-1 offering on its way. That one outside. Catcher Gamboa thought he was going to throw down to first, but did not. Schumann has 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. That one outside as well. So that'll take it 3 balls, 1 strike. One out here with a runner on first base. That's Voss after he was walked. So Dawson Schumann, the third baseman, trying to get aboard himself. They're going to say that was called strike two. Schumann was headed down to first base, thought he walked. So it will be a full count here. Ben Burton, second baseman, he's in the on-deck circle. Payoff pitch outside, so we'll have runners on first and second as Schumann issued a one-out walk. So 2 walks issued in the inning. Second baseman Ben Burton steps in. He took a walk, his only at bat. So he will step in, right-handed batter. It was an 8-pitch at bat for him to finally be walked. 1 out, 2 on here. First pitch to him. Downstairs, ball 1. Burton will dig back in. So the 1 ball, no strike pitch. On its way. Pitcher steps off. It's Parulaski. So time called. Burton will step back in. 2 on, 1 out here as we play top of the 5th inning. Clarinda leading 3-0. That one outside. That takes us to 2 balls and no strikes. Catcher Gamboa will run out and have a conversation briefly with his pitcher. Don't forget we have game 2 coming up. That's set for a 7:30 first pitch time. Be about 15 to 30 minutes after the completion of this game. St. Joseph Mustangs, they're hosting the Invaded Griffins. That at St. Joe at Phil Welch Stadium. And then the Chillicothe Mudcats were supposed to be hosting the Joplin Outlaws. That game postponed to July 19th. 2-0 pitch to Burton on its way. That one called strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 on here is standing at second base is Voss. Schumann still standing on first base. So Burton, 2-1 pitch. He's going to foul that one out of play. So it'll even the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one goes over the first base dugout onto the Little League field here. That Little League field between the ballpark and the John Deere Implement store. 1 out, 2-2 pitch, forthcoming. Runners on first and second. And Burton's going to hit a chopper. It's going to be fielded by the shortstop over to second, over to first for the double play. And that will be the end of the inning as that goes as a 6-4-3 double play. So that'll take us to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still a 3-0 lead. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Military life can have its challenges, but sometimes veteran life brings more.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Greg Gatson, Army veteran.
DAV helps veterans and their families get the benefits they've earned.
Today, I'm an entrepreneur, photographer, and public speaker, and I never tire of standing tall.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
My victory is just being the best that I can be.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. As the A's leading by a score of 3-0. 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors. 5 left on base. They'll send batters 3, 4, and 5 to the plate, led by third baseman Trevor Andrews. He's had a walk and a 6-3 putout. First pitch to him outside. Ball 1. Davis still on the mound for the Renegades. That one also outside, ball 2. Can't make out who it is, but somebody's down getting warmed up in the bullpen for the Renegades. That one a beauty. Crosses the plate in the strike zone for called strike 1. I think had a good curve on it. 2-1 pitch. That one misses low. That'll take us to 3 balls and 1 strike here as Andrews leads off the inning for the A's. They're trying to move their record. We sit at 13-2, trying to move it forward even more. That one misses, ball 4. And leadoff walk issued to the A's. Stepping in now will be designated hitter Talon Mullins-Ohm. He is 0 for 2 with a fly out to left field and a strikeout. He'll show bunt, lay it down, and it's going to go foul. Took a long ways down there, but does cross the white chalk. And goes into foul territory. So 1 on, nobody out. Count, no balls, 1 strike. Davis will look in, get the sign. His next pitch, that one goes to the backstop. So Andrews goes down to second with the wild pitch. It's quite a distance here to this backstop, and I don't think that ball bounced back much. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner now in scoring position on second base. Davis will check the runner. 1-1 pitch. That one in there for called strike 2. So Mullins-Ohm still at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Next pitch from Davis. That one's going to be ripped foul down the third base line, so we'll do it again. On 2 offering. That one's going to be fouled out of play. So we'll still stay with a 1-2 count. This will be pitch number 6 of the at-bat. Next offering. Going to be a hard hit ball. And that's going to go foul down the left field line. That would have been an RBI extra base hit there had that got into the corner. So Davis will look back in. Still 1 ball, 2 strike count. This will be pitch number 7 in this at bat. Davis gets the sign, takes a deep breath, checks the runner on second. There's the pitch, swing and a miss for out number 1. Now stepping in will be Patrick McGinn. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So McGinn will step in. He's playing right field in this first game of our doubleheader. Davis will check the runner. First offering to McGinn, inside, ball one. Next offering, that one outside, ball two. So 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out here, runner on second base as we play in the bottom of the 5th. That one called strike 1. So count will be 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, runner on second base. That's Andrews. McGinn steps in, now time called. The A's leading by a score of 3-0 here at Eberly Field. And beautiful bunt laid down. Davis will get it, throw over to first base, and a sac bunt. And McGinn will move the runner over. Will be out number 2. However, that runner standing 90 feet away, and that's going to be all for Davis, as his day will come to an end. He will exit having pitched 4 2/3 innings. It's a nice hand from the crowd here. So new pitcher in the ball game. I'll work to see who that is in just a second. I think that might be Shane Fontenot. Give me a second here. Let me see who that is. So that is Shane Fontenot on the mound. Get him written in my scorebook here, and I'll give you his stats. So a pitching change here, as we have 2 outs, bottom of the 5th inning. Shane Fontenot on the mound for the Renegades. So Fontenot, a senior at Arkansas Monticello. He is from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Right-handed thrower. He's 6'4", 230-pounder. He has pitched in 6 games, has a record of 2-0 with a 2.70 ERA. Does have 10 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts. He's walked 5, given up just 6 hits. That's his line as he enters here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Other Mink League action for today. St. Joseph Mustangs are home. They're playing at Phil Welch Stadium, hosting the Nevada Griffins. A game set for a 7 o'clock first pitch, so it should be about 35 minutes from now. Our second game of our 2-game doubleheader set for first pitch about 7:30. And Mudcats were hosting the Outlaws. That game postponed until July 19th. So besides our doubleheader action, just one other Mink League game tonight. First baseman Ryan David steps in. First pitch to him, taken for a ball. So David will dig back in. He's 0 for 2 on the night. And he's going to hit a single into left field. So that one will get through. And he'll have a 1 for 3 night. Catcher Ryan Gamboa will step in. He walked both of his at-bats. So Gamboa will step in with 2 outs here, runner on first base. Fontenot will look in. His first offering, that one taken for strike one. Gamboa down in the count at no balls, one strike. 2 outs here as we play bottom of the 5th inning. He's going to hit a chopper fielded by Burton at second, over to Mize at first for the 4-3 putout, and that will end the inning. So we'll go to the top of the 6th inning, still a 3-0 A's score. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
After I came home from Iraq, I could still hear the booms. Makes it hard to be a good mom.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Naomi Mathis, Air Force veteran.
DAV helps veterans get the benefits they've earned.
Thanks to DAV, I was able to begin to heal.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
My victory is being able to be here for my children.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
To me, the most important thing about being in the human race isn't winning. It's participating, living life to the fullest. Emphasis on living. This is what makes life, life. Yet how much of life are we willing to miss out on? Untreated hearing loss affects our mobility. It increases the
as the A's lead by a score of 4-0. Four runs, 4 hits, 1 error. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors for the Renegades. They'll send the top of their lineup, and Caden Deal, the designated hitter, then center fielder Tommy Reether, and first baseman Carter Mize. So the 1-2-3 hitters will come to plate. As we're just at 6:30 here at Clarinda Municipal Stadium in Eberly Field. Blake Gazaway here with you on the Show Me Sports Network. Hopefully you're enjoying today's broadcast, as we are just past 6:30 here. Game 1 of 2. First offering is going to be caught for out number 1 by the shortstop. 1 pitch and 1 out. Now we'll go to center fielder Tommy Reether. He is 0 for 2. Hit into a 3-6-3 double play and had a strikeout. One out here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch to him, swung on, missed. Strike 1. We said we'll have game 2 approximately 15 to 30 minutes after the completion of our game here. He's going to hit a little blooper into center field, so Reether will have a hit. So Tommy's going to be standing on first base with a 1-out single. First baseman Carter Mize will step in. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Well, he's got 1 runner on, 1 out. As the A's lead 4-0. First pitch to Mize, upstairs, ball 1. So Mize will dig back in from the left-hand side of the plate. He is at the top of the categories for the Renegades. Has been much of the season. That one called ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Reether standing on first. He takes a healthy lead over there. Big cut and a miss there. Or strike 1. Couldn't lay off that pitch. Mize will dig back in. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. So we play here, top of the 6th inning. 4-0 ball game in favor of the A's. That one Swung on and missed for strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In the on-deck circle, catcher Hamilton Anderson. Even count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. A pitch downstairs. He goes full at 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Runner on first base. Nice. Will swing and miss. And he is down swinging for out number 2. Now stepping in, catcher Hamilton Anderson. He is 2 for 2. Has a single straight up the middle, has one to right field. 2 outs here, runner on first base. First offering from Anderson. He'll foul it off over the third base dugout. So he'll be down to the count at no balls and 1 strike. Next pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. Now he's down to the count at no balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. A's leading 4-0. Pitch on its way, that one outside. Takes the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Anderson steps out for a moment. Now he'll dig back in. One-two pitch on its way. Runner on first base. Now it's on its way. Swing and a miss. And Reether goes for a try to steal second, but that was the 3rd out of the inning. So 1 hit given up. However, it's still a 4-0 ball game. A's leading. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
I left the military with a traumatic brain injury. I came home to fight depression, anxiety, and alcohol.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Adam Greathouse, Army veteran.
DAV helps veterans get the benefits they've earned.
With DAV's help, I've built a new life for myself.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
My victory is just experiencing life.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Chris Domine is a husband, father, an athlete, even an Ironman. But 10 years ago, Chris's kidneys were failing.
The doctor said if you don't get a kidney transplant, you are going to die.
Chris received a second chance, made possible by an organ donor.
Your well-being changes from loss of hope to better times ahead.
What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Shane Fontenot still on the mound after coming in part of the way through last inning. Still on the mound right now as Renegades trail to the A's by a score of 4-0. So the A's, they said, leading 4-0. They'll send second baseman Najee Guthrie to the plate. He's been hit by a pitch, had a single into left field. Ended up taking home, scoring a run. First pitch, that called strike 1. In the on-deck circle, batter number 9 In the lineup will be left fielder Isaiah Marquez, and then top of the lineup in the hole, center fielder Mason Manners. He's going to bunt it fair, and he'll leg it out. I think didn't get too far in front of home plate, but he is able to leg it out and gets credit for an infield single. Left fielder Isaiah Marquez will step to bat now. He had a sacrifice to right field, as well as a strikeout in the game so far. First pitch inside. Guthrie's going to go to second base. That ball was in the dirt. So Guthrie now standing on second base. A's leading 4-0. One-0 pitch to Marquez, swing and a miss. I'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 offering will be forthcoming. Fontenot will step off. 1 ball, 1 strike, count. That one's going to be fouled back into the net. So that'll make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out here as Guthrie standing on second base. So 1-2 pitch from Fontenot. He'll check the runner. And time called. Marquez digs back in. Fontenot checked the runner at second. Guthrie acted like he was going to go to third, but did not. That ball upstairs evens the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fontenot again checks the runner. 2-2 pitch, that one upstairs. That takes it to a full count of 3 balls and 2 strikes. Guthrie standing at second base after he was able to reach safely on an infield bunt. Stole second. Bouncing ball is going to be taken by Schumann at third base. He'll throw over to get the out. And a 5-3 put out for out number 1. Nice job of Schumann to look Guthrie back to second base. Now top of the lineup will go with center fielder Mason Manners. He's had an RBI single, an RBI double, and a 6-3 put out. So he's responsible for a couple of these runs that the A's have as they lead 4-0. He'll show bunt and bunt it foul almost into the dugout on the third base line. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Oh, an offering from Fontenot. That one downstairs. Evens the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 count. Fontenot again checks the runner at second with Guthrie. Now the 1-1 pitch. He'll show bunt and it'll go foul. Didn't go foul by much. Didn't have a lot of heat on it, but does trickle across the white chalk line, so that'll put Manners down in the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Swung on and missed. For strike 3, that's out number 2. Shortstop Travis Welker will step in. He's walked. Had a 6-3 put out and a 1-3 put out. So Welker will step in, has a runner on second base and 2 outs here as we play in the bottom of the 6th. First offering to him, he's going to hit it off the end of the bat. Slicing, goes foul down the first base line. So he'll be down on the count of no balls and 1 strike. Two outs here, runner on second. Fontenot checks the runner. He goes to third, throw down. Schumann has it, and they're going to say he got him, as trying to jump over was Guthrie, and he tried to hurdle Schumann, but he's going to be thrown out. And that will end the inning. He is thrown out at third. So we will go to the top of the 7th inning. The A's leading. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades Baseball, here on the Show Me Sports Network.
We worked our whole lives to save, just to spend it on time. With these two, filling buckets of memories. This is what makes life, life. Yet how much of life are we willing to miss out on? Because even mild hearing loss doubles our risk of dementia. Yes, dementia. Good hearing health is essential to staying engaged and doing what we love. Hear well and stay vital. Get a hearing health check every year.
Crooked teeth may embarrass kids whose families can't afford braces, and trying to fix their teeth themselves can make things worse. Luckily, there's Donated Orthodontic Services, a program from the American Association of Orthodontists. For children and teens who qualify and are matched with a volunteer orthodontist, treatment can be life-changing and help them smile with confidence. Learn more at aaoinfo.org.
The top of the 7th inning. As the Renegades will send a bat. Hitters 5, 6, and 7. They'll lead off with right fielder David Dell. He is 1 for 3, had a fielder's choice. Hit into a double play. It was a 4-6-3 double play. 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 errors for the A's. Dell will hit it to the third baseman. He'll glove it, throw over to first in time for out number 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Renegades. So first pitch swinging, and Dell is retired on a 5-3 put out. Left fielder Brady Voss will step in. He's walked twice. First pitch to him. Upstairs, ball 1. The Renegades are unable to do anything here. This will close out game 1 of our doubleheader. That pitch fouled off. So that'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Again, wind picked up, blowing right to left on your media center or your app. That pitch inside in the dirt, ball 2. Wind blowing right to left here at Clarinda Municipal Stadium and Eberly Field. Also hit that off the end of the bat, going into shallow right center field. Coming over and making the grab is McGinn for out number 2. Shortstop Joseph Keelholz. He has reached safely on a fielder's choice and flown out to third base. Keelholz digs in from the left-hand side of the plate. The on-deck circle, if Keelholz can get on, is Dawson Schumann. A pitch outside. Ball 1. One offering. That one on the inside part of the plate. For strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two outs here. That one on the inside part of the plate for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs here as we play in the top of the 7th. A's leading 4-0. 0-2 pitch. That one's going to be ripped foul down the third base line, so we'll do it again. Hopefully you're enjoying today's broadcast of Game 1 of this doubleheader here at Clarinda. The Renegades take on the A's. Like Gazaway here with you on the Show Me Sports Network. 1-2 offering on its way. That one inside. Ball 2. Takes it to 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here. Only 2 hits so far for the Renegades. 5 hits for the A's. 2-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. They'll throw down to first base to get the out. And that will do it for Game 1. As the Renegades fall in Game 1 by a score of 4-0. Second here, let me get some things done. As we will have Game 2 of our doubleheader coming up in about 15-20 minutes or so after this one. As Game 1 goes in favor of the A's by a final of 4-0. That drops the Renegades to a record of 7-10. And the Clarinda A's move on to a record of 14-2. As we will take a break here, and then we'll be back for Game 2 of this doubleheader. As we'll take about a 15-20 minute break, and then we'll do it again. And just couldn't get much offense going, couldn't get the bats working for the Renegades. As we should still be on time for just about 7:30 for our first pitch. So we'll come back for our pregame about 7:20 or so. Have first pitch around 7:30. So that's going to wrap up Game 1 of this doubleheader. I'm going to get off here and go get things lined out for Game 2. It's kind of tough to do the doubleheader. You got a quick turnaround before Game 2. But we will pause and be back as until I talk to you here in about 15 or 20 minutes or so. So long, and have a good little break here as Blake Gazaway here on the Show Me Sports Network. So long until I talk to you in about 15 or 20 minutes. And at that point, we will get you set for Game 2 of our doubleheader as Clarinda takes the first one by a final of 4-0. We'll pause and take a break, and then we'll be back in about 15 to 20 minutes as you've been listening to exclusive coverage Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network. Serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world, this is the Show Me Sports Network. The preceding was an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and was a high-fidelity all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright by the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.